He walked into the intake room gripping a bat. Not just any bat, but one with two words carved deep into the wood. N-word beater. And he smiled. The security camera blinked red. This wasn't a scene from a racist movie. It was real. In an American jail, while officers laughed, inmates, mostly black men, watched silently. Until one day, someone leaked the footage, and when the world saw what that bat really meant, outrage exploded. But this wasn't just about a bat. It was about a system that let it happen. Officer Jennings had worked at the county jail for 14 years. To the administration, he was reliable. To his peers, old school. But too many inmates, he was afraid. He boasted about handling the tough ones. He called it discipline. Others called it something else. Jennings started, carrying a wooden bat into the intake room. Said it was just for intimidation. But over time, words appeared on that bat, carved carefully, mockingly, N-word beater. At first, inmates thought it was a cruel joke. Then they saw how Jennings gripped it, how he tapped it while interrogating, how he smiled when someone flinched. Most stayed quiet. But one newly hired officer did single quotes. Her name was Alyssa. She had just graduated from the academy, idealistic, observant, and uncomfortable. The first time she saw the bat, her stomach turned. She asked her supervisor if it was a prop. He laughed, said Jennings has a dark sense of humor. But Alyssa couldn't unsee what she saw. A white officeress, a symbol of racial violence to assert dominance over black inmates. She began documenting everything. The night Jennings waved the bat during searches. The way some inmates stopped speaking when he entered. The casual way others looked away. Then one day she saw Jennings slam the bat onto a metal bench and say they behave better when they remember what this bat's for. That was the last straw. Alyssa leaked footage to a civil rights journalist. Within 48 hours, the video had over 2 million views. Within 72 hours, the jail's name was trending on Twitter. Outrage, demands, protests. News vans are outside the gates. And Officer Jennings, he still said it was just a joke. But no one was laughing now. Activists gathered at City Hall with posters showing the bat. Former inmates stepped forward, sharing what they endured. One said, that bat wasn't a joke. 'Twas a message. We heard it every day. Jennings was placed on administrative leave. But the community wasn't satisfied. They wanted answers. Who let this happen for years? Why did no supervisor stop it? Was the jail protecting one man or a culture? A public investigation was announced. Jennings' face became a national symbol of hidden racism. And the words on that bat, they echoed far beyond the jail. The bat was seized as evidence. Jennings resigned without apology. But the real shift came from what followed. New training was mandated. Body cam policies were rewritten. Alyssa testified before the oversight board, and in an emotional moment, she said, "Silence protects cruelty. I chose to speak." The internet called her a hero. But she didn't want fame. She wanted change. Because in America's justice system, it's not always the loudest weapon that does the damage. Sometimes it's a piece of wood. The silence around it. This wasn't just a story about a bat. It was about who we protect and who we ignore. And now the world was watching.